What's up, fellas? Hey, Quampa. Holy smokes, you came in early to the party tonight. I pretty much saw your message the moment I went live, so you are on mark with the sniping duty, my man. So here's a little fun update on the Stop Killing Games initiative, because I'm still following the website. We're close to 1,200,000 signatures, because they're still accepting new submissions, with the side note there being that they would like to secure 1,400,000 to possibly cover themselves in case a good chunk of what they gathered so far might be invalid for whatever reason. I guess people trying to bypass regulations by submitting multiple entries. Not sure on the legal aspect, but you know, the more the better. And I wish them all the best. Pirate software molding as we speak. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that fella did actually have an episode on one of his recent videos where he was just absolutely destroyed by the idea that Stop Killing Games basically made it through. Forget? Yeah, I would very much like to forget that guy exists, and I'm pretty sure all of us will. Especially since, let's be reasonable, the only reason why we're talking about the fella in the first place is being contrarian, basically. Brought him into the spotlight. As soon as this pipes down, no one will remember who he was. Well, besides the sting that he left, essentially, at this point. Anywho, Hexen II returns. We're doing an immediate follow-up to the last session because we're pretty close to the end, actually. Port of Previs, as far as I'm aware, is not that long of a game, so we may as well knock out the playthrough tonight, and from then we have a new slot to fill alongside Morrowind. So first things first, let me remember where we left off. I believe it was Tulku. And the quick save, this is our new hub area. Yeah, sure enough. Only Dragon Vajant can... something that went by too fast. Can break the lock that seals the doors before you, so... The gate's over there. Do not attempt to fall any further. Your meddling will only result in your death. Leave while you can. Signed, Previs with love. Lobby groups? You mean as in, like actual pro, life service movements? I do not like the fact that we are seeing more of these annoying slugs past one map. Their entire design policy is essentially be as annoying as possible. Oh boy, we got all the big players then. Gee, I wonder why it's those specific companies opposing Stop Killing Games. Maybe because they benefit the most, the absolute scumbags. I'm looking at you, Ubisoft, just pulling the plug on the crew and pretending all is well. I wished Ubisoft and EA a very painful, gruesome death. Not even acquisition by foreign companies. No, that'd be still keeping them alive in some capacity. Haven't seen too many of the red archers in the expansion pack thus far, which I don't particularly mind, because they're just tankier, take a little longer to kill. Nice sculpture there. Reminds me a little bit of how Malakath is portrayed in the Elder Scrolls universe. The Daedric Lord, patron of orcs. Oh. Who's out here making a commotion? Whoa. Hell was that? It's like a lost soul thing. Ram straight into me and then pretty much explode. More where that came from, apparently. Hey, level 6. No idea where that is coming from. Regardless, no need to be wasteful on mana against these rather insignificant mooks. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, also speaking of the stronger archers, here they are. Well, thankfully, I get a little something of my own to countermeasure these fellas. Well, sweet of the game to give you the staff in case you missed it on the previous map, which, well, you only will really miss on making easier work of the Molotar, question mark? It was definitely a humanoid bull. But whether we're sticking to the same nomenclature as with Heretic, that is unknown to us. Getting some robust maps here now, which is neat. Showing off the Ancient's capabilities in terms of crafting good-looking architecture and Doesn't feel as claustrophobic as some of the previous levels seen. Plus, when you're making me fight snipers in claustrophobic environments, yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. Oh boy, a dark and dank cave where I'm gonna have trouble seeing these little fuckers. Ooh. I think this opened up because of my meddling. By pure chance. How did you get up there? Kind of a tricky spot. Just to get in with my projectiles. Ow. Yeesh. That could have been horrendous. Let's make sure we don't die from one hit. And now we can inspect what's down here. Some sweet items. And a very glitchy water texture. Yo, what's up, Frosty Man? Thank you for 46 consecutive months. I appreciate the support. We're close though. This is the expansion pack, and it's not nearly as long as vanilla Hexen II, so we should be able to get through this quite swiftly. The Demoness herself has a very helpful playstyle where she's fast and starts off with objectile attack by default, and it's pretty consistent in chipping away at even basic enemies, so definitely does improve the experience quite a bit. How you been doing, my man? What's new on the West Virginian front? I cannot help but hear Epstein whenever that voice comes up. Give it a good listen when the sound cue comes up. You won't be able to unhear it. Holy shoot. Well, I do not envy you, my man, because whenever I have to do any kind of electrical work in that kind of environment outside, I only need so much as to lift a finger, and I'm already covered in sweat. Oh, what happened? Were people getting feisty because of the celebrations? Happy late 4th of July, by the way. Hope you guys had a lot of fun yesterday. Celebrating good old Marika Day. Let me guess, folks had a little too much to drink, and that broke down some behavioral inhibitors that normally are set in place. With a smidge of booze, yeah. That certainly does. Well, alcohol has two outcomes. Either it causes more issues, which is more likely, or sometimes it actually helps alleviate problems and close arguments. It really depends on who's doing the drinking. Oh. Interesting. Transitioning to a new area. Well, we will be heading back to Tulku anyway, because we do have to open up that main door. Oh, by the way, Frosty, I noticed something really funny when I went live. I got a notification from OBS, which I was like worried for a second, because usually that means that I'm having some kind of a connection issue, but no. It actually let me know that apparently, I don't know when that came in live, but Boomer is now not an acceptable tag on Twitch. I know, man. What the fuck? How are we supposed to advertise ourselves when playing old man shooters? They're literally called boomer shooters for a reason. I'm guessing this is a similar scenario to how people throw around the four-letter C term, referring to someone who likes seeing their wife make out with another guy, to a point where it actually became offensive on the platform. Oh shit, the Minotaur is back. In that case... looks kind of weird though. Very lanky compared to the Molotaur of old. Also, you didn't take nearly as enough damage as the boss variant, unless that one was buffed into oblivion. I'm telling you guys, it sounds just like Abstain. And not the doubling down at it. Weird, because I never heard the archers use the audio clip before. Unless it was just added here for, I don't know, flavor? don't. Guys, what do you think we're supposed to do with the... obviously suspended by this rope chandelier? Thought so. Well, I mean, it's not on the table. If I really wanted to, I could also bring in Deus Ex II on the lineup. Get through all of the questionable sequels off the table. Yeah, what's up, Bits, my man? Been a while, buddy. How you been doing? We are indeed hex quaking it up. To this day, I remember when I was wrapping up that playthrough of Deus Ex all those years ago, and I was just giving you guys like a brief rundown on the plotline of the sequel, where essentially the idea is they took all the original endings from Deus Ex that I showed off, and they mashed them together. That alone sounds like a recipe for disaster. I don't know about that, buddy. I'm gonna say this much. From what I've played, Hexen II feels better than its predecessor. Not by much, because it still carries a lot of the same issues, but there are some positive changes. Like, the greatest of the deal breakers for sure is that when you're around hub areas, enemies no longer spawn dormantly when you're just trying to say solve puzzles, so that helps the pacing a lot. New spawns are actually marked by advancing levels, by like gathering important items or completing sequences, so yeah, I'll give them that. They actually Raven made a vast improvement by deciding to go along with this method. I still think at the end of the day that this concept kind of works a little bit better on the Quake engine, just because of the better foundation, so you can kind of convey more ambitious ideas in a much more efficient manner, but kind of like that one secret map that we found in the first Hexen. The pacing is much better when you're just playing something similar to Heretic, which in the case of Hexen II, Port of Prebus so far comes pretty close, I have to say. It is the most... It is the closest we have to hub number 2 of the original campaign, where it was also a shorter, compact, and just better structured area. Anything that gets us further away from vices is much appreciated. Well, here's the thing. You're not wrong, because There are like 3 pretty popular source ports to play Hexen II in the modern day. The most acclaimed being Hammer Furion, but that one is a little tricky to set up, so I went with an interesting amalgamation of the 2 other, which is JS Hexen, that adds better looking textures, but also I overlaid like a more general open source Quake port over it to get better optimized FOV. So it is a strange mashup that somehow works. This little fucker is just gonna make me waste some of my blue mana. No, sir. Ain't playing your game. When it comes to Doom ports, I will acknowledge that GZ Doom is probably the most optimal way of experiencing the game as is. Just because it's so customizable and almost every WOD in existence works on it currently. The baked-in official Unity port that's available on Steam, pretty solid. I like the fact that WOD support was vastly extended, so you got a lot more available to you just from the main menu. Speaking of which, I do think we'll have to check out Legacy of Rust soonish. It's like the only, let's call it official WOD left that remains to be playthrough. And then we can move on to, well, pretty much just specifically community made maps and assorted funsies. Dune-based ports were vanilla. What was the logic behind it? Yeah, sometimes even though you have the innate urge to stand up against spreading misinformation, the better half of you will say, you know what, it's not worth the headache. Ooh. But probably overkill, but hey, it's fun. Not biased in any capacity, Frosty. That being said, I have never once said anything factually false on any of these streams. All of my information is vetted and approved by Me, specifically. So, that's how you know. That's how you know you are getting the correct statements all the time. I think the trap failed. Full throttle energy drinks. I don't think I've seen those around. Let me check it up. Full throttle energy. No, can't say I'm familiar with them, but based on the can design alone, you can tell you can tell the country this came from. Like, holy smokes. This is the most patriotic energy drink I have ever seen. Happy 4th of July. Speaking of Monster Energy though, I did try the new variant, Zero Sugar, which is another collab with Formula 1 racer. That one is a pretty weird combination of melon mixed with yuzu, which gives it like a mix between bitter and sweet. It's not bad, but it does leave a strange impression on your palate. Like, you don't quite know what to make of it. Whenever I hear Full Throttle, I think of that 90s point-and-click adventure game, which I did actually play during my childhood. Never beat it, but I do remember it having a very cool section where you could actually do motorbike racing together with fighting opponents while on the bike and using weapons. So, who knows, maybe I'll check it out at some point. Just to relive some old memories. The door is now frozen solid, and we are soon to follow. Tien managed to lock our most valuable treasure away before we could no longer leave. The Dragon Ball guy? And now waits in his room for death. I wish I could believe that we could escape, but the pounding of the monsters is growing louder. Sucks to be you guys. The dagger of Ajanti. Oh, and there's the duo again. Never mind that we already did this gimmick. Whoa, look at that slide though. Oh, another juice. Oh, I have plenty of cups of power though, so that's no concern. But since our fella here is stuck, I am gonna humiliate him a little bit. DSDA for complete rust. Huh. Okay, good to know. I don't know if I'm gonna jump into Legacy of Rust immediately after this one. Still kinda on the fence on... Whoa, that is a big-ass cube. Just stretch out that model, it's fine. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence on what I want to do after this one, alongside Morrowind. There's a couple of options. Have no fear though, we're in no shortage of shooters. That much I can assure you. Older and new. Sturrock 3, Rise of the Triad, which... yeah, I mean, if we're going down the extended id Software universe, that would be a pretty logical choice, considering that Tom Hall was involved heavily in that one. Do you think that's just bad optimization, or is it because it's bloated in terms of features? Because again, you can heavily adjust your settings when it comes to GZ Doom. Hey, Cutwest, thank you for joining in and hope you enjoy your stay. That is quite the polarizing opinion than what I've heard from the other heretic slash Hexen aficionado who frequents these streams, where he was like, "You ain't really gotta do this, man." Ah, alright. Good thing I decided to dunk this ice. Nice to have some kind of shield on you. Get up a little more mana, because we have plenty. And pretty much I can head back to Starting Hub, because we got everything. Unless this key unlocks the door. Oh, sure enough. Never mind then, we still have at least one more subsection to explore. I would actually try Heretic 2 for the novelty, just for the fact that it's so different from the other three. So whenever it gets put on GOG, I will be scooping it, rest assured. That's insane. Those meme slaughter maps never fail to crack me up, because it is quite endearing when even on the most absurd NASA certified home computer, the engine will still chug because it's not able to process so many Revenant deaths happening at once. Oh, I'm very much aware that this AP is kind of in a fucky-wucky situation where pretty much everything up to Hexen II is in the green because of ownership still remaining within id Software, except this expansion specifically, because it was published by Activision. Don't ask me how I managed to acquire it, haha, hehe. And yeah, there's Heretic 2, of course, which, well, the only reason why I'm bringing up GOG specifically is because it will be nice owning alongside the other titles in the series. Well, game preservation, much a heavily discussed subject lately on these streams. Now here's a retro Hexen II puzzle. Just press the pressure plates. Oh, you think you're done? There's like 11 more to go. Thankfully, we never reached that kind of bloat. Anywho, we got ourselves a cool little Buddha statue now. Which, I think you're supposed to place it anywhere here, so we'll be returning back to Tulku. And, going from there. I think it was, down here. I'll never forget when I tried running Final Doom as is from the old Steam launcher prior to the update that just kind of unified everything under one client. And oh boy, let me tell you that that 640 by 480 aspect ratio on a modern monitor. Yeah. And then keyboard only movement. Oh, and the technology at the time, for sure. I'm not denying it, but going back on modern hardware, yeesh. I mean, the funny thing is, when it comes to fighting games on, say, Fightcade, I always make the game window smaller. I never play on full screen. I try to get the window size like pretty close to the original aspect ratio, maybe a little larger, so it's better to see what's going on. But well, then you're kind of just stretching out the pixels and artwork, so you gotta get a good middle ground. In older games, yes, Frosty. Newer titles like Grand Blue, full screen, all the way. I do every now and then cut west. The most recent time I play was when we were doing locals at Head Stomper this year, and we actually ended on playing Heritage for the Future, the Capcom JoJo fighter. We ended up doing gun mirrors and looking at his frame there and being like, why is the spin attack minus 30? It's definitely a case of preference. To me, it's just, it's more convenient that way. I don't mind playing in full screen when people like put it on. I just tend to do it out of personal habit, I guess. Plus, it does make navigating the desktop a little easier when I have a smaller window at my disposal. Right, so we got the dagger and this Buddha statue. So I want to head back all the way to the beginning and deposit the dagger where it needs to be. Hey, thank you for the follow, Cut West. Always nice to see new folks joining in and hopefully becoming regulars. I actually still have my older desktop just covered in a bit of plastic. I was supposed to give it away, but I suppose I could still keep it as a backup machine in case this one fails. I just need something to use on the fly, even if it's not perfect for gaming anymore. The false temple. Oh, that actually counts as the acid rune. Oh, I guess it's because for some reason that used the paladin texture for the weapon. How peculiar. Yo, he actually knocked over the projectile. Props for keeping the iconic slide on our bull-headed creatures. Well, that's a good way to go about it. Finding ways to keep using older technology, even if it at first glance is redundant. I mean, your hard drive would still be good for storage, even if you don't actively use the PC anymore. I do, when I was moving onto my current setup, I did get a couple of USB sticks. I'm not using much of them anymore, but one of them is essentially my dedicated Windows installation stick. Which I'm glad I did, because, let me tell you, one of the weirdest feelings I experienced was when I finally plugged everything together. I booted the machine up, and I was about to install Windows, and then I was confused for a brief period when I was trying to find the CD-ROM. And that made me feel old. The fact that we don't have CD/DVD trays anymore on the home computers by default, that is such a strange feeling to experience. It is a sign of changing generations for sure. I guess pretty similar in a way to when, even though I may not remember this as distinctly, but when cassettes were replaced by CDs, VHS tapes by DVDs. Oh, not anymore. We're going full locked in on the portable storage technology. Which I suppose it makes sense from like a practical standpoint, because that tiny USB drive can carry so much more data now than a CD disc, but goddamn, it is not easy to see something that's been a part of your life for decades just become obsolete all of a sudden. Oh, that one I'm not too keen on. If you have an option, always go for wired internet. I don't think we've yet reached the point where wireless signal can be considered stable or superior towards wired internet. But hey, maybe once Elon's Starlink technology becomes more common, we will actually reach new peaks of data transmission. That man supposedly does so much behind the scenes when it comes to technological advancements. You hear a lot about Starlink, neurochips, traveling to Mars, flamethrowers even, but then usually it's just him acting up on social media. Yeah, you make a fair point. It's very much like with electrics. Tesla had a very ambitious vision when he came up with the idea of transmitting electrical currents wirelessly, but it's just not feasible from practical standpoint, because like the generators you had to set up and the transmission towers would be ridiculously inefficient compared to what we currently have. So that's definitely one area where Edison had a solid claim against Tesla. Remember, kids, Do not put your wireless internet signal into the microwave. It will not make it run faster. Oh yes, he was a visionary for sure, but also very eccentric. You want to feel bad for him because he literally died in poverty, and it was only after his death that Tesla's ideas were recognized, and people saw the merit into some of his solutions. But one of the key reasons why he failed wasn't so much just Edison's lobby being so heavily against him. It was a factor for sure, but I believe one of the key reasons is someone actually wanted to fund Tesla's generator, but he couldn't actually make a feasible working version of it. So when that fell through, he just couldn't find investors anymore. Oh, you don't even need to reach that far. People already charging their phones in microwaves because of misinformation spread on the internet. Need the staff of Emperor Lopan. Right, in other words, we can't do anything here just yet. Okay, that's where that button is. I do have this Buddha statue, so perhaps we need to place it somewhere. In order for things to happen. Tomorrow there might be rainfall, so chances are that when I go to Finsbury Park, where the heavy metal festival is going to take place, there's a good chance that the mosh pit is going to be especially muddy this year. But you know, the weather definitely won't stop all the metalheads from jamming all day long. So, as part of my homework, I've actually been revisiting some of those older Slayer and Anthrax albums. Guys, I haven't heard Joey Belladonna's voice in ages, and when I heard him sing again, I was like, damn, this guy sounds way more high-pitched than I remember. Anthrax is a good time though. I do appreciate they're retaining a lot of their punk roots in the music. Them, Slayer, and Eminem will definitely be the highlights of tomorrow, but Also looking forward to seeing how the other band's future will play. I will most certainly report on the outcome come next stream. Speaking of musical events, though, the Nier concert, and I know we're going from heavy metal talk to video game music performed on the piano. What a dissonance, right? Hey, nothing wrong about having vast musical tastes. In fact, you should always expand your horizons. But yeah, those compositions arranged for the piano, godlike, especially Emil Kainai's song. Oh, that brought back so many good memories of playing the Nier games. The statue seems strange. Wouldn't it be funny if the goal was actually to place the mini Buddha on top of the bigger Buddha? No, I think you're supposed to do something and this statue's gonna open up. But we can't really get to that just yet because we don't have the thing. What is the thing? Well, it remains to be determined. Ooh. They're very much like that item. Can we get there somehow? Don't think so, actually. Need to make your way up there. Light or something opens up later. Ooh, what are you planning to go for tonight, fellow streamer? We definitely don't have enough of an elevation to make our way up there. Right, that's no biggie, because we're gonna deposit that staff first. That is such a massive tease. The snow pile looks like it could give you just enough height to make your way up there, but nope. No big hill for you, Buster. There's also a Tomb of Power up there, which Well, I have 5 of them already, but you can never get enough of power-ups in my eyes. This does feel like it would open up somehow. I mean, the door is right there, I think. The same level. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I'll take that. If it happens to be live, we might check him out later. I don't believe I've raided my boy before, so it will be a nice surprise. Set up a camping party for him. Unless Golden happens to show up again and have someone else to recommend for raids tonight. Oh, so you're just literally meant to jam the staff to stop the mechanism in place. Can't say I anticipated that solution. Nor this follow-up. Ah. Oh, that's neat. Now we are sitting at 3 of these. So we'll most certainly be saving them. Because, you know, we'll definitely be finding Previs as our final boss. The Previs of the Portal fame. After all, the expansion is named after him, so no surprise there. Oh, this is like a mirrored version of Temple. Was like, why are we back here? Is it? We didn't actually go full circle, did we? It would be quite funny. I kind of want to double check now just to make sure I'm not being paranoid. Yeah, brought me back somehow. That's strange. I actually wouldn't mind if we had like a mirror section. I suppose that's a sign that we're not going back there. Oh, never mind. We totally can. You can take quite the beating, mister. Level 7, let's go. Mostly looking forward to just getting my base health extended, so I can take more of a beating. This is a little bit slow, but you gotta admit, they save up a lot of mana. Actually, no. Compared to like 3 or 4 shots with the staff, that wasn't nearly as dragged out. See that the wizards are becoming more and more prevalent in their appearance. Let's bring out here, where it's better to fight. Your refusal to perish is most unappreciated. Come on, buddy. I ain't got all day. Whenever you're ready to die. It's just a matter of arranging them in the correct symbols. Probably, but even then one of them is missing, so guessing we have to sort them out first. Temple of Kalachakra. Anywhere else we can go from here? Not gonna lie. That had me sweating for a little bit, but it was also pretty clever. Follow the light, for while the path is wrought with danger, your destiny lies below. Follow the light, you say? The game would totally never lie to me, right, fellas? I'm gonna assume one of these is gonna be the correct one. Just gotta pay attention. Did I walk through all of them? Nope. Ah, damn. I might have to activate all of these. Just wanted to make sure that's taken care of. There we go. Now we may proceed. The way of the wheels. Se, mu, dong, tong, dru, ra. I am gonna make a screenshot of that. Not that I have an idea what any of these symbols mean. Maybe we'll see a follow-up. That brought me here. And here is where? Oh, right by the wheels. Got it. Gotta check the other pole then. If it teleports you anywhere else. Still have to find the missing wheel before we're able to do anything with that puzzle. So back to the beginning. This one, get over there. Destiny lies below. This is the only one that doesn't activate some kind of hazard. Is something by any chance by rushing through this part? I'm not sure actually. Right, worms. I hate these blasted things so much. Easily the most infuriating enemy type they added. All right, this one added the archers. Oh, here you are, you bastard. Hiding away from me like that. Right, where do we go about from here? Looking at these pillars to determine whether they hold some kind of clue, but it's pretty much just repeated throughout, so probably not. These are indestructible. I think there's something else I'm not seeing. Actually, yes. Funny you should have mentioned that, but because a client we went to set up a car charger for yesterday, he actually went with his mate to see the farewell concert. The dude is like a massive rock metalhead, so needless to say, we quickly found a common language. Oh wait, is the light pattern supposed to indicate how I'm meant to take the teleporters? It's kind of a far stretch, but... Hang on. You wouldn't think Ozzy has it in him anymore, considering he basically looks like he's about to crumble to dust at any given time. But it's great that they still have at least one more event together. It's like right, left, right, left, right. Actually, from how you're standing here, it's left, right, left, right, left. Maybe not. Guess I got sent back to the main courtyard. Wait, what if I take the other one then? So that's in reverse. No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. Right, let's see, what's on the screenshot I took? So it's definitely 6 wheels I need to be turning, and one of them is gone. And neither of these two can be opened. Yeah, my only assumption is there's something I gotta do here. Oh, I definitely went through all of the lights. Well, this could be there. It's certainly not falling down. Considering those spikes are gonna instantly murder me. So much as when I gently tap him. Case in point. This one is strangely cryptic. Wait, is it randomized? Or... So this always sends you back here. Yeah, nothing to do with these paths as far as I can tell. Hmm. Kinda stuck then. Not seeing something important. I don't know. Am I supposed to be only the light while running through this hallway? Because that's not gonna be easy to pull off. Rest assured. Heck, for all I know, I could be overthinking this. Severely. But yeah, without that extra wheel, can't really do anything here. How am I even supposed to know which symbol is which? It's very much the way we came in. What's this place called? Courtier of Tzok. Yeah, I actually need to look this up because I'm a little confused as to what I'm expected to be doing. I'm pretty sure I bumped into this before, so why am I suddenly having trouble finding it now? There we go. False Temple, Shanty Decker. Oh, this is a very confusing walkthrough. Okay, so trap, do not walk past them. Shoot the floor of light cone closest to you. Oh, you actually have to smash the spikes. I'm gonna be real with you, I wouldn't have never thought of that. Oh, wait up. I think we're getting our solution here. Alright, these are indicators for which is which. And the missing prayer wheel. Lovely. Oh boy, we're gonna have to make 6 extra screenshots just so we don't have to remember this by heart. Alright, so be it. So be it. You know, we didn't really have to take inspiration from Vices in this part. Could have just stuck to shooting enemies and collecting some items. Well, on the flip side, at least everything we need to progress is right here. Back in the day when you couldn't really take screenshots, you'd have to just like draw very basic squiggles in a notebook with your own notes. Pardon me if this takes a while, but trust me, it's gonna smoothen out the solution. So raw, finally, moo. Alright, now I'm gonna move everything second monitor so it's easily accessible. Cool. Cool ambush. They weren't exactly the toughest adversaries. Anyway. Now we can head back and move on, hopefully. Let's look at the sequence. Semu Dongton Drura. So Se is this one. Mu right here. Now we're looking for a dong. Tongue. Drew. Ra. After all that hassle, you bet I'm saving. The Book of the Dead. Hey, maybe we'll get to meet up with Ash Williams. To achieve your goal, you must complete the test set forth by the 3 Supreme Jewels and make an offering to Shiva. Yo, SMT reference? It's this song again from the second hub area. Oh, speaking of, can't say I expected you guys to make a surprise appearance. Way easier to deal with when you have projectiles. Palace of the Emperor Hexen. There's a good old Shiva. Sangha Gem and the Dharma Jewel. Well, you lot are definitely gonna spicing up this leg of the run. Awesome. Clean kill. Perhaps this expansion is a little more convoluted than I made it out to be. That being said, this second stretch of it, it's got more meat in it. Whoa! I actually thought that guy was gonna make it all the way up here. The Wheel of Time. Oh no. Please, no more of this nonsense. We don't need a callback to Egypt. Although I suppose I just solved this by complete accident. Thank you, Earth Panther. Or Snow Were Leopard, rather. You assholes don't need that much health. Oh my goodness gracious, can you fucking die already? I love shooting an enemy a million times. And nothing happens. Am I gonna have to bust the staff out for these fools? Probably. Because they're so damn annoying. I suppose Firestorm it is then. If I want to save myself the headache. Yeah, this is the part where all those chalices of might are gonna come in handy. Because you know I'm gonna blow through mana like it's no one's business. Just from fighting all of those were leopards. This time around, I came on top. So that's one shiny and a free. It's deposited for good measure. Temple of Bardo. No figures we'd be going to other locations just for the other valuables. Nice. Simple, but efficient. So need the Eyes of Buddha now. Seems a little too easy. Rightfully so. Oh, you are not a hiding that crater of mine from me. Too important of a power-up for me to just frivolously skip. Whatever that did, it's now in motion. So I'm gonna check out the other doors in case they have more goodies behind them. Wow, another crater of mine. Awfully damn generous, but I'm not gonna say no. Wasn't really necessary, but we got some good stuff out of it, so all is well. This is where we gotta be careful with our gliding. Case in point. What, you thought I wasn't gonna take the Tomes of Power? Had chance. That's supposed to open for sure. Yeah, doesn't seem like we can do anything more here. Trigger just happened to be right through the middle. What test may that be, menacing voice? Is it more murder? But I'm always down for the killing. Now that I listen more intently, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be saying abstain, but my mind just rewired it to abstain. Now I see the jewel, but you know it's gonna be guarded. Something nasty. Sure enough. It's actually why we have the wand to deal with this issue. Oh. Okay, to be fair, didn't think they'd throw a second one. Paired with a snow were-leopard and an archer. That was a pretty devilish place to hide that guy. Yeah, I'm glad I picked Demoness from this run. She definitely has the right tool set to dispatch that particular enemy type way, way easier. Well, really that could be stretched upon all the monster types. All the more a fun class type. Also, great door texture right there. In place as it needs to be.
You have done well.
And this is for the other jewel, I imagine. Great graphic. Whimsical creature from European folk legends. Temple of Furbo. Wait, what's through this door then? Oh, right, we turn back to the Shiva statue. Oh, may as well check this valuable. Pay no attention to me. Went through the completely wrong way. I am a fan of the architectural direction. Does give it a nice distinct appearance. Certainly sticks out better than more just dark medieval themed castles. Even if they are crafted well. Cover all of our grounds. So running back here is way easier, more convenient. Your mind must be clear, your soul at rest to pass this way. To enter the Bill of Fire, we must first complete the trials of the mind, soul, and body. Leading in full into Buddhism. This one which, well, considering the expansion is taking strong inspirations from Tibetan folklore and culture in general. May as well double down. The incense of enlightenment. And where do I find one of these? I don't suppose it's just lying around in the storehouse. With a few neat pickups. Ooh yeah, that's gonna be a lot of back and forth. Just to grab this final stone. Really running into a lot of dead ends here. First an instance, now an oil. Sure, but let me find any of these items. Been everywhere, I think, now. So clearly it's a matter of bumping into where one of these quest important items is located. Somewhere here. There we go. Instance of enlightenment, we got both. Now we can make some advancements. this area. Like, depositing the oil here. The cleansing of your soul is complete, so it's now just a mind and body. We do know that, the other one is... the other part I can access. Right along this way. Somewhere up there, in fact. There we go. The instance is tend to your foot, so now it's just the body. Now this door will open. Lovely. The trial of strength is about to begin. Oh, that's an actual gauntlet, I believe. It better be 1v1 against these guys, because the one I have to put up with like 4 at the same time, I'm not gonna be happy. You are indeed mighty. Where's my reward, damn it? Cool. So that's sorted. Sequence completed. Shiva gems out, and that opens the door. Spiders? Long time no see. It's almost like we've completely forgotten that you guys exist. And in a way, that is true. The good old days of running through the Indian mythology territory. It's just like I'm playing SMT5 again. Still think back fondly to the playthrough. One of the most entertaining runs on this channel throughout my career for sure. Definitely encourages me to bring forth more Atlas games in the future. Like Rido, that will definitely be getting a playthrough at some point. Oh yeah, for certain, including including the notorious session where my throat was dying, so I was just straining my throat to its fullest, barely able to squeeze out coherent sentences. But hey, I almost made it through the finale of the Path of Creation. Not in particular. I've already played Catherine, but the idea is fun for like the first few levels, but then once they start getting more complex, then I began to lose the interest, to be honest. I just wasn't feeling it. However, I will admit that it was kind of crazy to see Catherine being like a mainstay event for fighting game tournaments, because they were just running like Catherine speedruns alongside. But the game does get absolutely wacky on the higher difficulty levels, and I'm pretty sure you also have like a challenge run mode where you just keep getting new tower levels that get increasingly more difficult as you progress. So it's pretty much like an endless mode that depends how good you are, and how far you want to get. That's a shame. You'd think with how popular Catherine was, some of those crackheads would be down to hop on online and challenge each other. The most consistency we get with revival arcs these days is whenever an old-timey shooter like Quake gets remaster, and then online peaks for like the first week or two, when people from across generations are hopping into online lobbies. It's just like the late 90s never left. I still should have the Team Ladybug Jack Frost platformer, because you did send me a link, so we could always sneak in a little Atlas tribute game to tide the waters before the next major playthrough. That's good to know. I've already sold on Team Ladybug because really enjoyed the record of Lotus 1. Solid game. Well, mechanically. Doesn't really add much into the Lotus narrative besides just reusing known characters, but hey, it's like a tribute game is great. Same with Luna Knights. Even though I'm not really like a big Toho fan, I can respect what a fun game that was. So they kept a track record with another third license game. Good on those guys, for sure. And they're still around making stuff. Only those with no blood shall unlock this passage. Okay, so can't really do anything just yet. We put the fan on. Even though it's not particularly hot today, still getting a little sweaty. And I decided to close the window because wanted to filter out the background noise from outside. Ah, perhaps this will allow us safe passage. The Emperor's Key. Alright, that's the most enemy spawns from item collecting. I've seen a fair bit through our Hexen II shenanigans. Oh, this corridor in particular just screams of Quake. Especially with the little opening here showing the skyline. like we're not done just yet. Good thing I went this way first. Save me the hassle of establishing that door can be opened through conventional means. Ooh, what's that? Tome of Power? I'm game. Palace and the chambers. Well, perhaps we are getting closer to our goal. Oh, now we're getting the stronger archers. Do not underestimate them. Oh my god, where is my health going? Probably on account of the imps. And yeah, I didn't have all that much of it to begin with. I call that the gibbification device. It is very good at its job. Well, if you're not gonna approach me, that's all the better. But then, of course, I just had to get stuck on the frickin' floor. Didn't I save inside of here? Guess not. Well, we're gonna have to change that for sure. Seems that the damage is more consistent when you're up close. you know, fair enough. Down. Yeah, that's two. I don't know if I'm supposed to be pressing these or just Oh. Yeah, you do have to press the switches. He's shooting, apparently. Oh no, it's actually moving the statues. Fair enough. Probably for the lift. They just unlocked. Oh, where did you come from? To pass through these doors, must defeat the Guardians. So we gotta put something in these pedestals and then we'll activate the golems. Figures you. What the hell happened? Oh. I was like, why am I dying instantly? Bell of Gunta. That could definitely be one MacGuffin. We got a pretty hefty party here. because then I can focus on you. Ooh, I get a good reward for all this effort. Oh, that's coming back here. I must also place the bill of gun in its cradle. Oh, there we go. Didn't even realize I already had the items on me. Oh shit, these ones are powered up. Not your average golems. Cool, look at the punishment they're taking. Borderline ridiculous health. Ah, but alas, I think the final confrontation is near. Nope. Let's stock up and prepare. Look at all these mana regeneration items alone that I will have to be leaving behind here. Nothing else though. Alright, let's go. You and me, Previs. Expecting him to look a little more human, I guess. You gotta admit, it is it's a pretty cool look, like a evil Oriental wizard from Chinese legends. Oh. Do I just shoot him whenever, or is there a trick to this? I'd get a little more consistency with the lightning. Contrary to what you think with all that cover, it is still very easy to get hit. Ow! Are you even meant to hide from that? Just became pillars, I suppose. Basically force him to teleport. Shit. Oh, those travel around the arena. That's not great. Those stars are evil because they deal a lot of damage. Okay, let me open another one. It is a kind of peep and creep boss fight. We're just gonna make use of cover as much as possible. Great. It's still homed in on me. Wondering when to bring out summons. Fuck right off with that. It's like the moment you peep out too early. You're toast. I'm just gonna hope this familiar helps me out a bit. Oh, immediately murdered. To be fair, they do keep him a little bit busy. Not for very long though. Oh, is that it? Not quite. And then I get demolished. Cool. The good thing about the imp summon is that he knows predetermined where premise is gonna show up. So good to bring out. That attack is bullshit though. Like, how are you even meant to dodge that? It was just... yeah, it Shrek you. Like 1,000 Death Stars. Cuba, though, kinda useless, gotta say. It's not really doing anything. Stop that shit, you asshole. Just randomly hitting me from every angle possible. Okay, we're not doing too good on healing. Where is he? Well, that's all the healing I have. So it counts. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be pain. It's taking so long to put a dent in. Basically, knock down all these shields first, I'm noticing. It really isn't, because half the time I can't tell if I'm really doing any damage to him. And those stars, they are a nightmare to avoid. I don't even know how you're supposed to dodge them, because they travel around the arena and pursue you. So maybe use the invisibility sphere to get the upper hand for a while. No, it still sees you. Yeah, look at that shit, that just follows you so long. Hide behind pillar, get burned regardless. Through all the bombs that I had. Which seems to have taken down some shields, which is neat, but then arbitrarily I was decided that I'm not in cover. All this while micromanaging items is a little bit tricky. Well, I got him down to one shield, which is good. Oh. Oh, you can actually use the chaos sphere to come back here. Didn't realize that. You know, that's that's pretty handy. How is he hitting me though from here? I'm really just hoping for the best right now. Oh right. Oh, finally. Whoa, man. What a tanky bastard that was. Travis has been defeated, and the souls of the Serpent Riders have been released. As they disappear into the void, you wonder if the Serpent Riders are truly gone. Perhaps evil has been vanquished from Furion once and for all, returning home. You have an uneasy feeling, but it isn't. Well, it sure isn't because Heretic 2 came out, so... It was not our final scuffle with the Serpent Riders, for sure. But that about wraps it up for Hexen 2. Which, overall, I would say I liked better than the first one. But still, I question some of the game making decisions they did. Frankly, I would say Portal of Previs is objectively like the best part of Hexen 2 overall, not counting Hub 2 of the default game. Like, if we just took those and smoothed out the experience, this would have been a vastly different game. And mind you, I don't even mind Black Marsh or Septimus all that much. But yeah, those aforementioned are probably the most positive experience I have to say about this game. And the reason for that is, once again, it has to be stated, because this is the closest the game feels to Heretic, which I do consider to be the golden standard, all in all. Gee, I wonder how Heretic 2 plays by comparison. Maybe they actually decided to return back to the tried and trusted Doom formula. Oh, wait. No, they didn't. But if we do come back, well, there's a different story altogether. Hey, all in all, now that I've played the Raven Software series, I gotta say, and I'm not even exaggerating or anything, but I genuinely feel that the best spiritual successor we ever got to Heretic is a medieval. No contest. It genuinely feels the closest in spirit to Raven Software's first game. Now that I mention it, maybe I should pick up Black Labyrinth and finally play through it. I'm terrible when it comes to buying DLCs. The games I already own, and actually completing the adventure. Let's make a mental note of that. You know what? I'm even gonna make a hot take here. I had more fun playing Witch Haven than I did with Hexen at times. Because, annoying as some of the features of Witch Haven are, those do get alleviated when you play a modern source port, especially the frame rate. That's like the main culprit that was bringing back the games down. And yeah, just the general formula is still closer to Heretic than whatever Hexen tries to seek out. So, yeah. Anything but Hexen. Alright, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you all for tuning in. We've wrapped this up nicely in about 3 hours, which is more or less what I anticipated. If we were actually gonna go quicker, I did had something of a backup in mind, but we'll save it for another time. I'd rather get more sleep before the big event tomorrow, because that's gonna last me the entire day pretty much. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you back from Morrowind next week, and I'll also think about what you want to do as our next backup game. Alright, is Vit still online? Because if so, I'm actually gonna raid that fella. Let me check real quick. I don't remember if he streams on Twitch in particular, but yep, he's on playing some Xrd. So let's go say hi to the fella. That didn't go through. Let's try again. There we go. Alright, fellas. Till next time.